All right, welcome back, y'all. This is Cheetah Tarot, and this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, all the way down to the 29th, okay? So, Aries, I think what I was getting from you guys is that you're just focusing on yourself, focusing on your career, on your aspirations, things that you got to do. No hard knock life, you know. I got hard knock life, but I feel like it's not hard knock life, okay? That's what I was getting. But let's go ahead and get it started. And once again, if it doesn't resonate with you, some of you may be overworked. But if it doesn't resonate with you, please check out your other sign, you know. All right, so let's see what we got here. I'm gonna pull 5 cards. Yep, Capricorn, or the devil, right? I don't know why Capricorn came in my mind, but if I want to talk about Capricorn, I can just talk about how you work hard, you on your go-getter grind. You know, it's about the money, it's about the dollar. If it doesn't make sense, you know, that's the energy that you're on. So you see, it's kind of weird in a way because you are focusing on your endeavors, but either you're afraid to continue on in that pace, or maybe some of you are being very, very overworked. You know, it could be a fear, or it could also be contracts. Okay, but let's go ahead and see 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, it may be also some contracts or some dealings that you're looking at right now, and you may have to take a real good look at the fine print, you know, before you go into this next endeavor. So if someone's coming to you with business affairs or attention, if your intuition is telling you to be afraid of this, that may be the right thing to do, because it may be something here where you may not get all the equal give and take or all the finances that you're looking for. And also it could just be you're afraid to take this new leap with this business affair because you're very unsure. The most important thing I can really tell you from the combination of these 2 cards is, like I said, take your time looking over the contract, take your time looking over the business affairs, take your time. If you got to get an accountant, get an accountant. If you got to go back and scan some things and see that you're not being paid your fair share, or maybe the inventory is not matching the payout, however, you need to go back and look at your business endeavors. Go back and take a good look into it. Also, I was getting if you just at an hourly wage, hourly pay, right? Just go back at your hours, look at your hours, see if they're matching up to what you, because it could have been some withholdings, and that could have been a business tactic from the company, or it could be them just trying to shade their employees purposely. Excuse me, Aries, I'm so sorry. And then I have the Knight of Pentacles. So some of you are trying to move towards being an entrepreneur or just doing things for yourself that will help you grow. Like I said, this is an investment you're trying to work on, but it may be some things that's happening that you're not seeing, and it's making you very afraid, and maybe you're thinking about ending this endeavor. But see, you may be at the stage where you're trying to give up too easily or too quickly because you're trying to see it. Look, this is 7 of Pentacles, right? And look how long you got to wait for something to grow and build. You can't get that instant gratification just right off the bat, Aries. You're going to have to really keep working on it. But if it's wilting, you know, if it's starting, leaves are not blooming like you want it to bloom, it's turning brown and everything just falling apart, then yeah, leave, you know, definitely end it if you have to. But I feel like it's saying you can transform this energy if you just have the patience, you know, and you may have to commit yourself just a little bit more to it, because once again, I got this Page of Cups with that emotional energy, and it could just be your emotions that's catching up with you. Okay, so just continue to work on your investment. But if you feel like it's too toxic, it's too draining, and you don't know if this is going to plan out for you, then you can go ahead and release that energy. Okay. You could be in a partnership with a Capricorn, and if you're in a partnership with a Capricorn, I promise you this, you're going to get some money. You know, but I feel like it's mostly your emotions dealing with you than anything. But you may feel like you need to release this. And the King of Wands, they always have their own business. They're very loyal. So if it is a Capricorn coming towards you, you could be more loyal, but they could be more business oriented. And they're trying to bring an offer to you. But the thing is that sometimes some things just take slow growth. You know, you don't have to do everything so fast. You know, you may be trying to work on this and work on this and work on this and work on this, but the money's not coming in like you wanted to. But Rome wasn't built in a day, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. So I mean, if you feel like you just cannot accomplish it, then you know it's okay. You have free will. You can let it go. But if you feel like this is something that will give you generational wealth, continue to work on your investments and your endeavors, because it will. Let's see if they're paying out for you. I'll let you know now. I'll definitely let you know. But I feel like you may need more guidance. If you need to reach out to a mentor, because you may still be underdeveloped. There's a lot of underdevelopment with your emotions. But I do see you moving forward, you know, with the Six of Swords. You're kind of getting there, but you're still getting there kind of slowly, because the way these swords are down, I want to say your thoughts are probably arguing in the way, but you're slowly moving out of this energy, slowly moving out of it, you know. And I think that's what the energy that you're trying to take on with the Scorpio energy. You don't want to just end it totally. You kind of just thinking of ways on how to transform this, okay? But there's nothing wrong here. It's just you putting in the work like you should. Sometimes you may have to invest. And sometimes this also could be you may be investing too much money into something that's not giving you equal give and take in return. So I got to look at that both ways, okay? So you may just be overdoing something just a little bit here. And the devil card is asking you to reflect. So you may need to take some more reflection and look into what you've been doing here and what you've been trying to achieve or trying to accomplish. You know, maybe take a new approach, maybe try to expand, but you're going to get there, but you just want to get there a little slowly. What is Death, please? I have the Star card. You know, success is here for you. It's just not tangible enough for you. You know, that's the only thing that's catching up with you. Don't let your mind and your emotions get so caught up and overwhelmed. I feel like there's still enough time here to move this in the proper manner. Whatever you feel like has ended in your life is here to come back and give you a lot of hope, a lot of healing, and also you will have a lot of clarity. If you're trying to reach out there towards the stars, I feel like you may have given up just too easily or too quickly because you just was not seeing enough returns. The Knight of Pentacles being clarified with the Ace of Cups, the Six of Pentacles being clarified with the Eight of Cups, and the Devil's being clarified with the King of Cups. You kind of, and I got Capricorn and the Devil back at the end, but I feel like, you know, this for your past energy. You will be leaving the past behind. Like I said, some of you may be just dealing in some contract affairs that's holding you down. This could also just be a marriage. It could have been a toxic marriage to someone, maybe a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, but you decided to end it. There may be someone trying to come back into your life and you kind of shape-shifting. Why I keep saying shape-shift? What's the good terminology? Going backwards and forwards with yourself, okay? You're going backwards and forward with yourself about, should I go back to this person, or should I move on? Like I thought I said I was going to move on. Maybe I can outreach to them again and maybe we can work. But this person was kind of cold and distant, right? This person was not showing the emotions or the affections that you really wanted to have. You could be dealing with Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and definitely Aquarius and Scorpio is here. But the thing is, Scorpio is strong, I mean. But the thing is, if you knew that you had walked away from this person to get the self-healing that you want, and you felt like it was best to go on this path, once again, nothing comes easy. All the years that took you to get to this damaged state from your childhood, from your teenage years, from your pre-adult years, right? That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of pain. That's a lot of hurt. So how do you feel that healing is going to come within one night's time? Healing takes a moment. It's a long journey. Even if you're 40 or 50 or 60 years old, healing still can take that long. You won't be able to heal in one day. I feel like someone wants to give up. You know, you don't have to give up so easily. Right now, your subconscious is letting you know, hey, you can still do it. You still can pull through this, but it may be just a tough journey, and it's things that you're trying to still learn about yourself. Sometimes we feel like at a certain age you know all about yourself, but then life can take you somewhere or put you in a certain situation where you learn more about yourself that you still thought you knew but you didn't know really, so it's still moving in the right place, in the right path, but it was going to be a tough journey. See how rocky it is back there? That's not easy waters to move forward, but you're moving towards a path of easy waters. Again, it's more smoother, it's getting more calmer, and you're nurturing yourself, and your energy is being nurtured. Your mentality is being nurtured. You are moving away from this devil energy. To be honest with you, it was strong force in your life, a lot of strong toxicity in your life. And that, like I said, that may just stem from things that happened in the past, not necessarily just that one relationship, but for some, it could have been a long-term relationship that you were in, that you felt that you was tied to this person. You could be tied to them through marriage. You could be tied to them through children. You could be tied to them because that's part of the person that you put mostly your emotions into. But you two were here to learn a lesson from each other, So I feel like you are moving away from something that was once toxic in your life to show you who you can be outside of a relationship. Because a lot of times you can lose yourself or lose your self-identity in a full relationship. So why are you contemplating on going back to something that you feel was once troubling? Unless you really feel like that person has changed. And to be honest with you, the change has not happened, not even for you, Aries, because I still see you healing from this. And healing takes a long time. It just does not happen in one day or 2 weeks or 3 months. Sometimes it can take a whole year to heal emotionally on the inside and out, right? But you're getting there. You're on the right path. Don't have any worries. Don't be afraid of this journey that you're on. Don't be afraid if you're single now. Don't be, because you could be single with the star card. And you may be wanting to put an end to singlehood. You may just be trying to go back to your partner right now because now you're at a place where the singleness is coming into full effect, because a lot of times what you'll do, let's say if you was in a 2 or 3 year relationship or a long term commitment, right? You've been around that person for so long, right? So when you break up, you'll give it a few weeks, maybe even a couple days, or maybe a few months, and then you two will get back together, and then you was not able to process that a long time. But maybe this time is lingering very longer, and you're not really understanding the energy, or you're not really understanding yourself about being alone. And it's okay to be alone. It's okay to be single. It's okay to work on thyself, to know thyself better. Because like I said, you're still coming out of this energy, and it takes some time to get out of the grasp of the devil, right? Because the devil can deceive you with a lot of things. The devil can come in and be not only just like a pitchfork showing their face. The devil could come in looking like a king or a queen, but it may still be some toxicity behind that person. They have not changed just yet. If you're wondering if your person has changed, truly changed, they may have not just changed just yet. They may still bring on some of those things that they have done in the relationship when you were together, and they may still come back and do it now, even though they may be offering forgiveness. Someone is very sad though that they lost you. But the thing is, that person did not change themselves, okay? Because a lot of times when you break up for a reason, or you separate for a reason, or you divorce for a reason, right? But that person is still not looking at the reasons. Why did it end it? And then what could I do? What could I have done better to make this union, last forever? And I feel like that person has not done the work. He or she has not done the work just yet. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, definitely a Scorpio, or an Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, or Capricorn, they have not changed just yet. And you may be considering, let's say it like that, you may be considering an offer from that person, and you thinking that you should go back, but nothing has changed. I feel like if you go back right now instantly, that person there, I really don't know why my voice is cracking, but if you go back to that person right now, the same actions are going to come back into play. It may be the next day, it may be in a few weeks, it may be in a couple months, or down the year. Down the road, you're going to end up back in this cycle with this person, because you may have evolved, but that person that you're dealing with, they have not evolved yet. Six of Cups being clarified with justice. You know, give yourself the justice, give yourself the truth. The Star being clarified with the Three of Cups. Ace of Cups being clarified with the Wheel of Fortune. And the Eight of Cups is being clarified with the Knight of Swords. And the King of Cups is being clarified with the Three of Swords. And what is your overall energy? I have the Page of Cups is back out. And then Capricorn, Devil is down here. So when I like to say Capricorn, I always think about Saturn. That's why I say Capricorn a lot, because I always think about Saturn, and Saturn rules Capricorn, and Saturn also is the planet and the ruler over us right now. So the ruler over us is teaching us a hard lesson. You know, Capricorn energy is a very cardinal sign, and it teaches us lessons about ourselves within, and also the person that we may be considering with, because I do see a tide here with someone. It's someone here, and that person was just giving you a karmic. This is definitely a karmic cycle. Okay, this is just a person that will supposed to teach you and help you evolve. It also can be a catalyst. Okay, but I will say it like this. I'm not going to just dish your person right off the bat. Your person misses you very deeply and dearly. They are very concerned about you and where your whereabouts are and where you're trying to go with your life, and also your fate. You know, is really, they're saying like this, Aries, is your fate really without me? You know, and I don't want that. You know, I don't want my life to not be a part of yours. I don't want you to have a life without me. And they're saying in the most sincerely manner. You know, it's very sincere. They're not really lying to you or trying to outwit you or manipulate your emotions. They really feel lost without you. But see, the thing is, that person didn't transform themselves. You overall, Aries, have grown up, emotionally matured, and you're still trying to tame your emotions and learn your emotions that will get you to the full emotional healing that you're looking for, where you can celebrate and be happy and abundant with yourself. And that's going to restore the balance within yourself and also outside. For those contracts, going back to those contracts, whatever you was dealing with, it may be a couple of humps and bumps down the road pertaining to this business affairs, but you will get the justice that you need. It may still be some things you need to go back and look at, and whatever your business and venture is just a process, okay? The fortune is in your favor, but right now, it also could just be a test. Once again, with Saturn, it's lessons, and this could just be your test right now. What you going to do? Because a lot of time you're trying to manifest something. The universe, I want to say, or God, will put a test to see if you're ready for it. Are you really ready for this? Because if you're not mentally ready, emotionally ready, and definitely physically ready, then we cannot take you to that next cycle. But I feel if you continue on with your work, your healing on the inside and out, and trusting and believing yourself more that this is going to work, then the universe is going to grant you. And I feel like the universe almost there with you. They're almost there. I can tell you if they was there or not. I can tell you now, because I've seen it in the cards plenty of time. I can tell you the universe said, yes, you have did the work. Your manifestation will come into completion. But right now, you're still being weighed out, because they still don't know if you can continue on with this journey, because you're close to giving up. And they saying, don't give up just yet, because you're almost there. You're almost there, coming to a full cycle with your endeavors and with your love when it comes to self-love. Now, if you want to go back to this person, you will be changing fate. You know, it will be another lesson here, and it will be much more tougher and challenging to get out of that devil energy. You know, what's that saying? How does saying go? Because sometimes it's what they say it's easier the first time, but the second time around it's a little bit more tougher to learn. You know, just like when you tell a child, you know, I'm not saying that you're a child, Aries. I'm just giving you an example. You know, you may have told your son or your daughter, don't touch your stove because it's hot. But then the next day, they probably went ahead and touched the stove and they figured out, okay, it is hot, and they burned themselves. And that's how they learned a tough lesson. So don't allow your lesson to be even tougher the next time, because it will be way, way more tougher to get out the second time around than that you did this time, because you was able to leave because it was something that you was escaping here. Like I said, it could be also that this person just was, he looked mature, he acts mature, but emotionally he wasn't there. Emotionally, he got some things going on that comes with him being very immature and underdeveloped. Could have been emotionally disattached, or emotionally unavailable. He could have been a more emotional, unavailable man. And the only reason I'm saying male is because I do have this King of Cups, that masculine energy, but it also could be a female here that you're dealing with, a female, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And their offer does look very tempting. But I feel like the universe is saying right now, you got a choice to make. Do you want to stay here with this person? Because we're telling you right now, it may not be all of what you seem to be, because the devil can do what? They can show up in a different form. They just ain't always showing up looking like this. They're not always showing up looking like this. Boy, do you want to continue this new manifestation that you put the work into. You put in a lot of work into this. And it will build for you. It will be stabilized for you. It will be justice for you. Just for you. Just. Justice for you. Just for you. Okay? But you're moving out. You're moving out of it slowly, but you're still moving out of it. And things does take time. And that's okay if it's taking time, right? Maturity and growth, learning, healing, things take time. Look at it like this. Right now, you may be stuck in the cocoon and you're still developing, but once the time for you to be birthed into that butterfly, you will come out looking just like that, a beautiful butterfly. All right, Aries, that's your reading for all the way down to July 29th. If you got any questions, I don't know why I thought this was a personal reading. If you got any questions, keep them to yourself. But hey, if you want a personal private read, definitely look in the description box. Also, please like, share, subscribe. And I thank you all for your energy. I thank you all for letting me read for you, Aries. And you guys just enjoy the rest of your July. Peace, peace.